Good morning to all the participants. On behalf of the Faculty of Science and Humanities, Department of English, SRMIST Institute of Technology, VADAPALANI campus, I welcome our chief guest and all the participants to this webinar titled Understanding Dreams. The word dreams can be interpreted in many ways. For those who aspire to achieve great heights in their life, it could mean what Dr. Kalam said. Dreams are those that do not let you sleep and not those that come to you when you're asleep. For some, it is just a mental state. For others, it's a space for reverie. For Sigmund Freud, a popular psychoanalytic theorist, dreams represented a disguised fulfillment of repressed wishes. According to him, one can understand the unconscious and the subconscious activities of the mind when we study dreams. This being such a popular and an interesting topic, I request our HOD of Department of English, Faculty of Science and Humanities, Mr. James Raj, to welcome our chief guest, Mr. Krishnan Shivaraman, who is going to speak on this topic, Understanding Dreams.
Good morning, dignitaries, students, faculty members, and all other participants. I am honored to extend my warm welcome to our director, Dr. Subburam, and our dean, Mr. Ananta Padmanabhan, and the management and the staff of SRMIST, VADAPALANI, to this live webinar on Understanding Dreams. This pandemic might disrupt our plans, but not our aspirations. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. If I quote Anatole France's words. Today, I deem it privilege to welcome our resource person, Mr. Krishnan Shivaraman, counselor and psychotherapist, founder of Wellbeing. Through his Wellbeing Center, Mr. Krishnan has facilitated a lot of young adults to find the path to happiness and successful living. So far, he has organized 143 workshops and more than 3,000 persons have benefited from them from over a period of 6 years. It has to be mentioned that his team is nearing their 160th session of their mental health webinar series, which was launched after the beginning of the COVID-19 lockdown. Once again, I welcome you all and I request Mr. Krishnan Shivaraman to take over the session. Thank you.
Hi, one and all. Thank you very much for inviting me for this wonderful platform. It's my privilege to address people in SRM. SRM is close to my heart because I interact with Dr. Basi at Katagulathur campus, who is the head of department at Clinical Psychology Department. So it is immense pleasure to address you, and the dreams, everyone dreams. There is nobody is there without a dream. So it is close to my heart, and I had also had an experience when I really got interested in analyzing the dreams. I just wanted to tell you the story, which is the real. One day around 3 o'clock early in the morning, I got up suddenly from my bed because of the dream that I had. My friend's son. My friend is, we are friends for the last, say, 45 years. His son, he's, committing suicide. My friend is pretty close to my heart and know his son also, pretty well. So I was wondering what was happening. This happened about 4.5 years ago. So I was worried. But by the time I had also, attended a couple of workshops in understanding dreams, which is dream analysis, interpretation of dreams, so various titles and different resource people I have attended. So I was a bit worried, and I had called my mentor who had taught me, the dream analysis. He said, he was asking, I told him, this is my friend, very close to my friend. But people say that, it becomes true and things like that. This boy is very young, very young. He must be about 30 plus or something like that. So I felt little, okay. I felt a little worried. People also say that, it happens early in the morning, so it becomes true. So then he mentioned, not to worry. So you tell me the background, who's this person? So I explained. The thing is, we have been doing counseling in that school. When you do the counseling, it's a basic criteria being a counselor is keeping the secret. Am I audible? Is it okay now? Mr. James, is it okay? Am I audible or?
Yes, sir. Yes. You're audible, sir.
So Shivani, Goga, you have to check your mobile or your gadget. Okay. So I had asked, and we were doing counseling in that particular school. And lots of students come, and in a day, we used to meet more than 15 students. They have, they come to me, they come to my colleague, and they talk about their issues, and we used to help. There are lots of problems. The people when they go to a counselor, there are some problems. For that only they go. So there are lots of things, very disturbing things, and they were very confident. I mean, all the confidential things that they have been telling me, which they are getting disturbed. So I said, fine. So we had a contract with the school saying that, nothing will be revealed to the management or anybody for that matter, unless that is something a danger for the life of the client. This is the only condition. We will be sharing some information which will not, which will not cause any harm to the client. So this contract, but after 6 months of the process, the school management started asking, because it seems, I'm not sure of it. It seems there are some issues between the teachers and the students, and there are so many things, maybe some kind of abuse and things like that. So even that I can't reveal here too, but this is the problem. So those people who are feeling guilty, they wanted to know, and they were insisting the management that they have to get the information what these kids are talking to me. So I said, I bluntly said, this is against the ethics. So I will not tell anything about what the students have talked to me, and they are in the process of recovering, and it will definitely damage them, and we will not reveal it. And I don't mind terminating the contract. And I did so. The thing is, the friend of mine who is a 45 years of friendship, he was not able to understand why. So this was ruminating inside. I was getting a little angry, anxious, upset, and all this things. So why these people? It is not about the money that they were paying, but they are not a very simple thing. When you promise something, you have to hold on to it. So this was ruminating inside me, and that the expression, the catharsis, the expression of my emotions, the discharge of my negative emotions came as my dream. So when this interpretation I got, it was amazing. I felt really relieved, and I was happy that nothing happened to my friend's son. They're all right. At the same time, whatever upset the negative emotion, the sadness, the anger, everything what I had, it came out as a dream. So I started more and more interest in the dreams, and I started. So let us, because we have, it's a very, very short time. So I would like to go a little quickly. So what is a dream? A dream contains a sequence of images, ideas, and your emotions and the sensations that occur involuntarily during the sleep. So this is called a dream. So this is a very raw definition of dream. And sleep, when do we get dream? When we are in sleep. So we have to know when we get the dream in the sleep, because the dream is, we sleep for 6 hours or 8 hours or whatever. So when we will get it? The sleep cycle comprises of 4 stages. Okay, so each cycle lasts for about 90 minutes to 1 hour. 2 hours, 90 minutes to 120 minutes. So the 4 stages, stage 1 is first 5 to 10 minutes where your body and muscles start relaxing. It get the body and the muscles, they get relaxed. The stage 2, your brain activity, your heart rate, your breathing slowly gets, they slow down. So you are beginning to reach a stage of total relaxation. So you feel like, everything like, just fallen. So you feel very, very relaxed. Stage 3 is, you are slowly getting into a deeper sleep. And the 4th stage of sleep where you dream. It is also called or referred as active sleep or REM sleep. REM means a rapid eye movement. So you must have noticed people will be doing like this, that when they close their eyes, their inside that eyeballs will be moving, which people would have noticed. So the sleep cycle repeats itself on an average of 3 to 5 times per night, and a maximum of about 7 times. This is how a person dreams several times in one night. So dreams have been fascinating, not just yesterday, today, or whatever. So it's been there for thousands of years. You must have heard of Babylonians and Egyptians believed dreams were predictive and it has got a heavenly meaning. The philosopher Aristotle interpreted dreams as a psychological phenomena and viewed them as a life on the soul. It's a life of one's soul while the person is asleep. So in the middle of the 19th century, scientifically based dream research started taking place. But unless Sigmund Freud, who is the main person of this one, the psychology, many people say that he is a father, but he is not the father. There's somebody before him also there. He published his book, The Interpretation of Dreams, in the 1900s, and the dream analysis widely started developing. Then after that, his contemporary, Carl Jung, adapting his theory, Freud's theory, and proposed that dreams don't represent unconscious drives, but represent the expressions of creativity aimed at a resolution. So we want to do something, we want to finish something, we have taken something in mind to finish it. So it it drives, but it represents the expressions of creativity aimed at some resolution. From the time, other therapy models, people who had some knowledge about psychology would know that other therapy models like Gestalt therapy, art therapy, cognitive behavior therapy, they have used dream analysis as one of the tool to understand the personality, what is happening inside, and things like that. But how it started? Like I said, my story, Sigmund Freud, on this, he also mentioned in his book, on 24th of July, 1985, had his own dream that was formed to basis of his theory. He had been worried about a patient, her name is Irma, who was not doing well in the treatment as he was expecting that, the progress. But Freud, in fact, he blamed himself for that, the slower improvement, and he was feeling very guilty about it. So Freud dreamt that he met Irma in a party, and there he examined her. Then he saw a chemical formula for a drug that was another doctor had given to Irma, that flashed before his eyes, and realized that her condition was caused because of that dirty syringe which was used by the other doctor. So immediately, Freud's guilt he was relieved from his guilt feeling. It's the same thing, I felt, oh my God, I'm angry with him, so this guy is dead and things like that. But similarly, I had, why these people are this, that anger was vanished after my dream. So similarly, Freud's guilt was relieved. He was relieved from this guilt. So he interpreted this dream as wish or the fulfillment. He had wished that Irma's poor condition was not his fault, and that the dream had fulfilled his wish by informing him that another doctor was at fault. So based on this dream, in 1900, he went on to propose the major functions of dream was the fulfillment of wishes. So as I said, in the early times, in ancient Egypt and Greece, dreaming was considered as a supernatural communication. They think, something from divine, they are getting the communication as means of divine intervention, whose message could be investigated and explained by people with certain powers. Even now, we have in, Amman temple or something, they have soothsayers, walk so people, excuse me for this Tamil word, they get sayings. So they believe that they have certain powers to communicate. So in the modern time, different schools of psychology have offered different theories about the meaning of dreams. Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung, and there was another psychologist by name Stanley Hall, are some of the few people who have more modern theories about the dreams. But all of them, however, all these people, the different opinions on what your dream actually means. That what you wanted, your desire, so that is what mostly coming out as a dream. Okay, I'll not be able to answer what you are, putting into the chat. We will get back to you on that. When you dream, let us talk about some facts about dreams. When you dream, your body faces some changes. Your adrenaline rises, your blood pressure increases, and your heartbeats also goes faster. During a typical lifetime, people spend on, say, for example, if a person average life span is about 75 years, average of 6 years people dream. Okay, this is the very important fact. So much of time we spend on dreaming, and 12% of the people dream in only black and white. So no color movies there. The sleep might be disturbed during the night, but the mind interprets the disturbance and makes it as a part of a dream. While dreaming, we may suddenly we get up or be disturbed, but it takes it as a part of the dream. 5 minutes after the end of the dream, once no answer for that as of now. Gigoy. Black and white is black and white. Okay, let us come to that later part. And 5 minutes after end of the dream, 50% of the content are forgotten. After 10 minutes, 90% of the content of the dream forgotten. Another very important fact is that they found animals also dream. And let's see what are the types of dreams. Daydreams, lucid dreams, nightmares, recurring dreams, epic dreams. We will say what it is. Daydreaming occurs when you are half awake. Mostly it happens students in the college, right? When the professor is teaching, we suddenly half dozed and we start dreaming about girlfriend, boyfriend, our future, and what is happening back home. So all the things we think about. So the daydreaming occurs when you are half awake, and it is imagining or remembering images or experiences in the past or the future. And lucid dreams occur when you realize that you are dreaming. The dreamer can reassure himself or herself that it is only a dream. So sometimes they pinch whether it is a dream or not, So then they realize, it's a dream. So the person immediately, will soon awaken. A nightmare is a dream that that causes you wake up feeling anxious and frightened. I told you I woke up at 3 o'clock with a jerk because it was a death happening to my friend. I was seeing this fellow was going and committing suicide, so I got really frightened. So nightmares may also occur if because you have ignored or refused to accept certain situation. I did not accept this person, so educated, and it has been contractually said that it is very dangerous to share the confidential report, but still they insisted. Okay, I refused to accept that statement from that friend of mine. So that is why the nightmares happen. Recurring dreams repeat. It keeps coming and going. Every, you may be getting it, every day, at least weekly, twice or thrice you get. So that keeps recurring. And with a little variation in story or theme. Maybe one day, there will be the scene, the background of the scene may be changing, but the content, the main content is, keep repeating. The dreams may be positive, but most often they are nightmarish in content. It is positive, but it is nightmarish. Epic dreams are so memorable and vivid, and one cannot ignore them. It is the details of that particular dream, that the epic dreams will remain in your memory for years, as if you dreamt it as last night. You will have very clear. I still remember that I was driving a car under the sea bed, so I still remember that. So, but I don't know what was the significant. I have not discussed it about. I felt it is no. Maybe I will check it out. And the most common dreams and the content of the dream will be, people will be seeing, naked dreams, chase dreams. The people will be chasing one another, car chase, bike race, or chasing the police chasing the thief or whatever, something like that. And teeth dreams. So teeth dreams, you feel that you see the persons losing their teeth in the image will not have teeth. So very close person, even it may be you seeing yourself without a teeth, one or two teeth are came out. And the flying dreams, you will be flying in a flight, or you have that pushpaka mana, so you will be flying in that, or you will be having wings and flying and things like that. Another one common dream is, falling dreams. You will be falling from top of a hill or top of the building or from a tree. So these are the falling dreams. These are the some common dreams, but these are not the limited to these. You have more and more content. So dreams, that is, most of the common dreams can have multiple interpretation depending upon the aspects of the dream. For example, say you have that nudity dream. So becoming mortified at the realization that you are naked in public, that reflects your vulnerability or feelings of shamefulness. You must have felt, some insult happened in the public. It's very common to students, or, particularly during the school days, you will be asked to stand up on the bench. I don't know whether it is happening. I used to be regularly, every day, at least 2 classes, I will be standing at the bench. So initially I used to be very shameful. Then, I got used to it. So this our vulnerability or the feelings of shamefulness is represented in the nudity of nudity symbolizes in the dream. And also you are being caught off guard. Suppose say you are telling a lie. So we say no, caught red-handed. So you caught off guard. You didn't expect that you will get caught. Okay. So dreaming that you are nude and you are proud of your nakedness, that shows no embarrassment or shame, then it is symbolizes your freedom, unrestricted freedom. So you have nothing to hide and you are proud for what you are. So common aspects of dreams, dream themes people can experience in their dreams are animals, different colors, feelings. You will see body parts, you have characters, you have food, something to do with food, and some places. So dreaming about body parts is that, it represents your ego and your conscious identity. The many in the old cultures, the body was seen as a metaphor for the spirit world. So that's why we have the ghost with shape of a human being, but only thing it doesn't have leg and things like that. The specific body part are only significant and they are different than as usual. The hand will be And but you will see some shapes of fingers will be different, and it may be turned like this, and you will have some changes, different shapes you will see. And in some cases your dream maybe it will forewarn your health problems or concerns of a particular particularly a body part. Maybe you feel that you may get a fracture, you get hurt on your leg, or you get on your hand, things like that. For example, if you are having you are in your dream, your ankle gets, the dream about your ankle indicates that you are seeking support, you are seeking support, uh, um, or seeking help to find the direction in your life. So ask yourself where you are heading in life. To sprain your ankle suggests that you are experiencing some obstacles, because to go somewhere, to reach somewhere, you are using your legs. So if your ankle gets sprained, you are unable to walk. So what it says, that you are facing some difficulty or some obstacles in your progress. So this is the way dreams are interpreted. And everything you dream, everything that comes in your dream has got a meaning. Symbols are the language of the dream. A symbol can invoke a feeling or an idea that often very much more profound and deeper meaning when you just go deep into it. And if you probe deep into it, and that meaning that any one word can convey that. At the same time, these symbols can leave you confused, because we get lots of symbols and things like that, and you wonder what the dream was all about. But you should be able to connect with the life events or whatever you are expecting and things like that. The clinical work of dream interpretation involves three things. First, you have to write, you need a written text of the dream. You have to write it down. It is best if you write it down right after you wake up from the dream, because I told you it doesn't, after 10 minutes, you after 5 minutes, you forget 50% of the people forget the content. Now, and after 15 minutes, you forget 90%. So it is important that you write it down immediately you wake up. Sometimes it is possible to remember the dream or the dream fragment that you have not written it down. So the person who is helping you to analyze your dream, or the psychotherapist, can write down whatever you say. The second one, you have to describe thoroughly and understand the psychological association that the various dream images. I saw the rope this guy was using. So that we have to, because it is actually end of the contract. So end of the relationship between that person and me. So that shows the end. So it is not that he is actually going to end his life. It is the end of a relationship between two people. I'm giving my, you will be able to understand it. Okay. These associations must come from your personal life. Okay, don't refer anything like checking that Freud's book, interpretation of dreams. It gives you how you have to connect with the reality or the dreams and the images that are coming in. It is only for a reference, but it may not give the exact meaning like what you get in the dictionary. Essentially, it amounts to when you think that particular dream image, what other things come to mind. It is not that only the content. So what are the other things associated with the dreams that comes to your mind? Just one more example. it does not necessarily mean anything, but what you thought about somebody, like, you say, for example, you thought about, your friend Sita or Geeta, whoever. So what you thought about that person, the essence, as a child, and what was her life, what was the behavior, the person whom Sita or Geeta, whoever, what is the behavior, and what are the values that has been suggested you at that point of time. All these things matter, and it might have something to say about the problems that and struggles that you are having with having today. It may indicate that. Third, you have to discover the links between all these associations. I said this person is committing why. So what about this person, who this person was, and how he is connected? So what was the event that was occurring? How you got associated? How you got this association went on to build a business partnership, or the work relationship? Then how it broke. So all these things are the connecting things. So the process is a bit like you are connecting the dots puzzle that we make. And the dream is actually telling you about specifically, and at this precise time of your life, about the current problems and conflicts. It's very often the associations are purely emotional. It connected with you emotionally. That is, you can take a particularly graphic dream image and examine your emotional reactions. If you just draw it down, in a rough sketch, and you look back into the past for times that when you felt the same emotions, and see what way those situations from the past of anything happening right now. So you have to discover the links between all these images and its association. Although the dream, what do you call, kind of references give meanings to dreams, and various ways of dream interpretation exist. Like I said, Carl Jung, Gestalt psychology, and you have Freud's. So even you have many different ways of interpretations. Dream psychology believes that the association between the objects of being dreamt and their meanings are very, very subjective. It is not same for me or same for you or same for other person. The same the object, the symbols, or give different meaning to different people. So what is indicated by a particular dream depends on what the dreamer associates the elements of his dream with. It is suggested to write down your dreams, and each what do you call, the element constituents from the dreams. What does it convey? It is important to understand what you associate with a particular thing that you have dreamt of. The thought or emotion, that you get in relation to a certain color, certain object, or certain person in your dream. So how do you get related? That can serve actually as a clue to interpret your dreams. How you connect them? The color. Say, suppose, for example, blue. So you must have seen something, very cool stuff in the dream. Okay. So I'm just giving an example. It's not exactly that, it has to be cool. Okay. After having a dream, you can write down what you can remember, identify your psychological associations with the dreams, with the images that you have seen in the dream, or and link all of them and more than what the elements of your dream symbolize, it is about what elements mean to you. What does it mean to you? Each one has got different meaning, but how does it mean to you, which is very important. So whatever I said is just to in a nutshell, I'm saying dreams are full of symbolic language, and it is up to the dreamer to understand their own personal dream symbols, and we have to interpret symbols in our own way. Okay, this is the main crux of whatever I talked about, the symbols. And the dreams not necessarily assume in a logical or chronological order, according to Carl Jung. So dreams cluster around a nucleus of meaning. We can do much on our own to determine what our dreaming is all about, since the dreamer ultimately has the last word about finding the meaning of his dream. So dreams are thoughts, emotions, and images shaped by them. What are encountered in our sleep while we are, what are encountered when we are asleep? One has dreams during the rapid eye movement. I said REM, so rapid eye movement time. So various theories on dream interpretations exist, which I am just summarizing whatever we have said, and even today still unknown. The real purpose of dream is not, even today it is not. Thank you. So it is not, the real purpose of dream is still unknown. And say, for example, you see rocky shore, you have ocean, you have sunset, you have cool feeling in the air. So you see blue color, I said, and pink color, purple color, few clouds in the sky. So these are the, and whether there is tide or not tide, the sea. See, all these things, are the content of a dream. You can, just be looked for. There are theories say that, involves one repressed emotions also that are fantasized during the sleep, while other theories suggest dreams to be an outcome of the cleanup operations of the brain. So we have all dirty things, we have negative emotions. So the people also say that, cleaning up your dirty stuff from the mind, from the brain. The meaning that any symbol takes in your particular dream can only determined by you. So why I am saying this, I am expecting lots of questions about your dream. So I am telling you that, think about it, how you can associate with that dream and associate with your life. So this is what you have to do. So acquiring the ability to interpret your dreams is a powerful tool. In analyzing your dreams, you can learn about your deep secrets and hidden feelings. Remember that no one is better expert at interpreting your dream. Only you can do a better job. So you know the best, and you know what that particular symbol means to you. So in every detail, even the minuteness, very minute very minute element in your dream is very important and must be considered when you are analyzing your dream. Each symbol represents a feeling, mood, memory, something from your unconscious. Look closely at your characters, the animals, the objects that you know. the places you have been or you have known. And see, when sometimes you may get some place like you would not have even dreamt that place, but at the same time you will be feeling it very familiar. Okay, and then so you look at the colors, the numbers that are depicted in your dreams. But the most trivial symbol can be a significant for your interpretation. Your own personal experiences, memories, and the circumstances, uh, these will serve to guide you through a meaningful and a personalized interpretation. And I just wanted to say about this dreams are always true. If that's just what they mean, it's not always what they think what they mean. Sometimes a dream gives a warning of danger, but if you pay attention to the dream and change your ways, the 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 danger won't necessarily happen. Okay, you change it, you change your thought process, you change the way the danger, how it is approaching you, how you look at it, just change it in imagination. So it is actually a dream's meaning will be a metaphorical and not literal. For example, a woman may dream that a husband is having a sexual affair with, but it would be a mistake to conclude that her husband is having an affair with somebody else. The dream is simply women providing the woman a graphic evidence that she somehow feels betrayed by him, betrayed by her husband. So once she acknowledges that feeling, then she can start examining her life consciously and with full of honesty to find out why she feels her husband betrays her or feeling betrayed, and what she needs to do about it. So when she sits quietly and consciously examine that, so she will get to know that. And repetitive dreams indicate that you are continuing to miss some point. So don't you think, if somebody, see, we go out, you forget to take your handkerchief, or forget to take your bike key, or forget, you leave the key inside the house and you lock the house. So imagine somebody is reminding you, take your key, take your kerchief, take your handbag, take your credit card. So people, somebody, like wife or son, or daughter or father or mother, somebody is keeping you, reminding you things. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's like that. The recurring or repetitive dreams actually indicate that you are continuously to miss something, some point about the meaning of the dream. If you don't wake up to this unconscious meaning of this dream, but instead it persists in seeing through in your own wish, fulfillment needs. So we want this, I want to accomplish this. Okay, so this keeps, till you accomplish that, this keeps coming in. So you will remain stuck in your own self-deception on this. The psychoanalytic concept of a repetition can be, it is very difficult to understand. Now, in various places, like in Hebrew, in Hindus, in Japanese, in Muslims, in Australian Aborigines, and North African, that Native Indians, they all have different meaning of it. In Hebrews, the dreams were a vision or a prophecy from a god. Okay, in Hindu, dreams are the timing of the dream will indicate how soon the prophecy will come to pass. In Japanese, the dreams are sought as visions. and answer. It is help to answer your questions that are plaguing you for quite a while. Usually answers come from the ancestral spirit. That's what the Japanese say. In Muslims, dreams and astrology are closely related in that culture. The true dreams come from God, false ones from the devil. In Australian Aborigines, the spirits from underground rise and wander in the land of the living, where you live, and they pass through the it has got a greater vision, and it is momentarily acquired, and this would be what we call as dream. This is in the Australian thing. In the North American Indians, hidden wishes of the soul are addressed in the dream. That is what the North American Indians say. So what should we, when we dream, when you had a dream, so what we should record? Basically, you should record everything, uncensored. As you remember them, you have to write it down. Don't worry about the proper English. Nobody is, though it is English department, no, you are not going to tell them, check the grammatic errors, check the spelling error. So don't worry about English, or even you can write it in your vernacular language. But it is better to be more specific, it should be more specific write down. If it can be a dialogue or any words, and the number and types of people, like friends, strangers, relatives, objects, animals, God, whatever comes, just write it down. That mood of the dream, whether it was scary, whether it was joyful, whether it was sad, whether it was shock, so write it down. And what is the setting? What is the set of the dream? And what is the theme of the dream? The events what are taking place, the timing in the dream, what time the dream occurs. Not suppose I am talking about the 3 o'clock early morning, but the dream, what time is in the dream, it's the time in the dream. Okay, it may be in the evening, it may be in the early morning, it may be in the mid afternoon. It's like that. And the relations to the dream and you. What is the relations between you and the dream? And say, for example, you are an observer and you are a participant, and you are, whether you are seeing yourself as a player, what? So you have to have the connection. Let me check the time. Okay, I have some more. Okay. And this, see, if probably, we met with some traumatic event, like, you have seen some accident, and many people of my age have seen the tsunami, and, we have seen this floods here recently, 4 or 5 years back. The traumatic nightmares can also occur as one of the symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. And the repetitive and intrusive nightmares following trauma often contain symbolic themes that mirror the original trauma and relate to the threat to life. The threat of abandonment, the threat of death, or the loss of identity. So all these things come in this, recurring or repetitive or intrusive nightmares that you get. Although the explanations of these themes in psychotherapy can promote improved personal adjustment, the nightmares may continue to persist despite the symbolic interpretation. See, it is very, very important. It's very important to listen to your dreams as they speak to you, as they are communicating something to you, as they are communicating through the language of symbols to you. So it is very, very important. It is emotionally charged images and thoughts that have universal meaning, regardless of who expresses that doesn't matter. So you need to keep a journal or notebook next to you always and begin to understand what your dream symbols mean. So it happens when you keep writing it, you start understanding it. Once you understand them, and you will begin to put them in the place, in person, and in the elements, and any other thing that plays out in the theater of your mind. Look at it, because you are watching it as a movie. Okay, so what are the things are being played in that theater of your mind? These shall come part of your story. So how to analyze your dreams and why it is important? And one more kind of biological thing, see, when we go to sleep, the brain part also slowly gets into sleep. I mean, though they are active, the last region to go to sleep is the hippocampus. Okay, so it is important to know, so that your brain is very active, and you have to know how, that is why you are not supposed to be awake till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, like that. So you have to go to bed by 9 o'clock. The new research, they have done some research on the mice. This research suggests that REM sleep, that is rapid eye movement sleep stage, also contains a period of active forgetting. So you have to be very cautious, to remember. Not being able to remember everything about our dreams is important. Why? So that we don't confuse them with the reality. So it is okay to forget certain things which you can't recollect. So now how to get onto this, how you will be able to analyze, and before that, how you get this. First thing, you have to regularize your bedtime. Go to bed around the same time. Don't skip it. And keep reminding yourself that you want to remember your dreams. Just before going to bed, say that I am going to remember the dream that is going to come today. So you keep affirmations to you, keep telling yourself, keep reminding yourself that you want to remember your dreams. And before bed, have 2 to 3 glasses of water. And always keep a notepad and a pen. I'm sorry. Keep a notepad and a pen or a pencil next to you. And you observe recall time. What time you are getting it back. You recall what has happened. And as I said, you are keeping the notebook. So you keep maintaining that dream journal. See, usually what happens, when people think about analyzing your dreams, they usually think of psychics, crystal balls, dream dictionaries, or lying on a couch while, precisely what the dreams are, connote, and things like that. But dream analysis, none of these things, is necessary. And it is actually valuable to way better to understand yourself. That is more important. One of the biggest myth about dream analysis is that there is a set of stringent rules people to follow, but every person is unique. Krishnan is different, James sir is different, Vivek is different. I don't know the lady who had introduced that, she is different. So everybody is unique. Everybody is unique. So there is no standard formula for formulas and prescriptions. Okay, dreams can only be understood in the larger context of the individual's unfolding self-discovery. See, there are several guidelines that one can, that can help you and see your that can help you to see your dreams more thoughtfully and dig deeper into their meaning, to find out the deeper meaning of it. Very important thing is record your dream. This is the first and most important step. I told you to keep a notebook. So it is very important step in analyzing your dream. Taking notes, even a few sentences that encapsulate the dream, literally draws the content of unconscious out in the realm of concrete. So you will be able to draw also, even whatever the images that you you have seen in the dream. Think, don't dream, I can't remember, but never think that you don't dream, or you don't remember the dreams. So simply keeping a journal or notebook by your bed and keep writing a note dream to record and writing note dream to record every morning. Within 2 weeks of this process, the person will begin to remember his dream, his or her dream. That means, the fact is you are opening the floodgates for them, for the dreams. So next things, you have to identify how you were feeling in the dream. For example, you ask yourself whether I was scared, whether am I angry, am I remorseful, am I joyful, am I disgusted? What's happening to me? What do I feel? Do I feel those feelings in the morning after that? How comfortable I am while I am experiencing those feelings. So actually, it is the dreams, or it's a feeling toned complex of ideas. So it is very important to know your feelings. We are always being called by our unconscious self to feel into our ideas, thoughts, and actions. So gain the deeper sense of who we are and what we are going to do, or what we are going in our life. Identify the recurring thoughts in your dreams and day life. They are going to kill me. I don't understand. I am not going to make it. So then you ask yourself, you have had this thought throughout the day. So if so, in what situations you had these thoughts? So think about the situations. So from there only these thoughts are coming and feelings are coming. And you have to consider the elements of dream. What are the elements? What are there? The people that you have seen, people you have, the objects that you have seen, animals you have seen. So what is it like to be the villain in the dream? Suppose you are a villain in the dream. So what does it like to be a villain in the dream? So what is it like to be an aggressor? Okay, so these are the things you have to analyze. You have probably come across if I wish you don't, but if you have it, let it be. Then feature some specific meanings of for objects. But there may be some universal meaning of these symbols. But at the same time, you have to figure out why does it come into a dream and what does it mean to you. So, and always remember, you are the dreamer. So you are the expert. So you are the expert to remember it, and you are the person who can interpret in a right way. There are no experts other than yourself when it comes to your own psyche, and so don't stop trusting your own inner guide to your unconscious. The therapist needs to, like me, the therapist need, the therapist need to place aside all other information, the tools, the associations for universal symbols, and the dream interpretation, which a new client or and treat each person as unique. So we have to treat you all like unique people and new world to be discovered. So because you give some meaning to that particular dream, the object that you have seen, the symbol that you are reading. But another person who is coming and telling me something will be totally different. So you can have a universal meaning, which in the later stage you will be able to pinpoint, okay, this may be that may be that, then you can, when you interpret them to him, then you can help him to find the right meaning. So now there is no single formula to do the interpretation, the procedure of interpretation. There is no single formula. That is the rule number 1. And you are the dreamer, and only you have the ground for interpretation. Okay. So nobody else can come and tell you, okay, this is why it has happened. In my case, he was asking me, what was it, what was it, what was it? So I was explaining him, by which I got the answer. So as we were interpreting our dreams, we play the role of a facilitator. Our own dream, so we interpret and we facilitate the whole thing. And we need to, because as we are telling people, that some people will come and say, see, this is what happened to me, please tell me what is that. You have to understand and respect the cultural and religious sentiments of the dreamer. You cannot say that which goes against their beliefs or the culture. And one can do it only on a request. But self, they have to sit and do it. Only the situational approach to dream is that will work. So write down the dream. First thing you have to do is write down the dream and draw the images that the dream contains. The face, the it may be morphed, it may be your what do you call, you may see some animals, you may see some cloud, whatever. So draw the image as a whole and relive the dream. You have remembered the dream, so try to relive the dream with the eyes closed. Close your eyes and see what are the things that you have seen in the dream. So one has to record the dream to find out what is the predominant effect due to the dream. What is the predominant effect of the dream? And you have to classify it, whether it is a nightmare, whether it is joyful, it is whether it is a compensatory, or it is it is exaggerating. All these things you have to classify. And you have to examine. You have to examine the past, current, and the future situation of the dreamer. When you are interpreting, so you have to examine your past, your current situation, and the future situation, what is going to be like, which you have to you have to examine it. See, this will the past history, the current situation, the future concerns will help you to with the possible meaning of that dream, you will know. And you have to ask yourself, if you are the dreamer, to report what is the effect on you. And also this another thing, what you have to, very important thing, that you have to, lucid dreams, I'll tell you, identify the characters and write it down. What are the characters are coming in the dream? And you become each character and let them have a dialogue with you. The characters which you have seen in the dream, each character, I'm so sorry, I didn't sleep last night. The character, and let them have a dialogue with you. And it will help the dreamer to, you have to help the dreamer to re-own the disowned parts if you have ignored certain things. So try to recall why it has been ignored. You keep recalling things, and why you have left it over, that you can find out. Even that will have meaning. So this is the way you have to connect your dreams. I hope you enjoyed this session. So I would like to take some questions. Have a sweet dream.
Sir, thank you so much, sir, for being with us.
Thank you.
I think you may miss a few questions raised by the audience.
Yep.
Explain Mandela effect.
Mandela effect, it is a different thing. It is, in this, it is a different subject altogether. It is very difficult to explain it here. So I can, if the person sends me the question in the mail, I'll be able to reply.
Okay, sir. So thank you. Then another question: how can we differentiate the dream analysis of Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung?
See, it is, it is a different approaches. You need not, it is their approach. See, you have dreamt. Why do you want to differentiate? Well, if Sigmund Freud says that this dream, then you are going to die. That Carl Jung, you are going to kill somebody. You want to interpret like that? You don't have to. So what I'm saying, what you think, what does it mean to you? What the symbols mean to you? What does it connect with your past life? Past life is not the previous janma. It is, in the past history, what has happened to you? What is happening to you now? And what is it connected to your future? So that is what you have to look at it. What see, dream analysis for us. It is, there is something called dreams, and it has got meaning, which these two philosophers, the psychologists, they have told us. Okay, so it is important that to interpret according to your understanding of dreams and how it connects your life. Then you will, one dream, you will have 4 meanings. Then you will get confused. Do you want to go through that? I hope you don't.
Yeah, thank you, sir. James, sir, if you have any question, ask him, sir. Sir, please ask.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. One question I would, I always wanted to know.
Yeah.
One of the, usually we believe that, whatever you think and you talk about a day before or the previous night, we get in dreams. But, usually or sometimes it happens, I suddenly get a dream, one of my LKG classmate or who studied 20 years ago with me in a school, about whom I had forgotten in the last 20 years. Suddenly, I get a dream that I am meeting him like that. So this is the one, I usually find it difficult. Why suddenly after 20 years? In fact, I don't even remember the name. This is the one, interpretation. Well, what could be the meaning?
See, correct. See, what, that's what I said that how you connect it with your past. What happened, when you were associated with that person. So what are the things you liked about him? What are the things you don't like about him? What did he convey to you at that point of time? Certain things probably you would have listened to him, probably would not have listened to him. There are so many things. So you have to you have to identify those things. See, the facilitation can be done, but the meaning will actually it is you who is the right person to identify. We will talk about it. You can we will continue our chat on that. Then we will do it.
Thank you so much, sir. We had extremely an informative session today on understanding dreams, and I thank our resource person for reminding us also Carl Jung's and Sigmund Freud's theories too.
Yeah.
And yes, he was indeed an eye-opener who enlightened us by his prodigious speech. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you once again.
Somebody asked about lucid dreams. What does lucid dream means?
Yes, sir.
It is lucid dreams occur when you realize that you are dreaming. The dreamer can reassure himself or herself that it is only a dream. See, for example, so you may feel that are getting you are sitting here and you feel that you are getting you meet with an accident or something, but what inside you will be feeling, oh my god, I met with an accident, but it is not. You are sitting idle, it was just a dream. So it is only a dream. Okay, it's because of that you just the person is woke up. So it is just to that lucid dream, just to reassure. Lucid dreams are reassuring that it's only a dream. Okay, it is not real. Okay, go ahead, ma'am. You have to unmute, ma'am.
Still participants are raising few questions, sir. If you could possibly, then you can proceed.
Okay.
For
another 5 minutes, I think I'll be able to answer.
Yes, sir.
Somebody is asking a relationship. What is that? I missed it.
A relationship between illusion and or a different
deja vu. Yeah, somebody asked deja vu.
Yes,
it is recurring. It keeps happening. Okay, so that is a reminder. So that is why it is keep coming in.
And another question.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
I had recurrent dreams of being chased for more than 4 years. I was always running from a figure in order to save my life. Yeah. I researched about this and I found that I needed to confront the figure in my dreams. After a few tries that I did this and the frequency of the dream stopped. Can you explain this?
See, that is what, you realize that the vulnerability of yours. Okay, so you are unable to do certain things. So, and so because of that you are being chased. Okay, you are staying away from the reality. Suppose, for example, say a person who is not, who doesn't want to get married. Voice is breaking.
Yes, it's audible, sir. Continue, please.
Yeah. So it shows that, you know, you are running away from the reality. So the moment you realized, it started chasing you. It stopped chasing you. Okay. So this is, you connect it with what you were running away. You are avoiding something. What is it? Just think about it. So that is what you have worked on.
And if we find any god or goddess in our dreams, even I have a doubt, sir, because in our superstitious belief, people may say that in our society that there are good and bad dreams, and like bad omens, like for example, if we climb the mountain, or if we see some money in our dream, or goddess or god in our dream, it leads to good omen, or bad omen like spirits or ghosts or which haunt us in our life. Like, is it possible, sir? Like,
see, this all, as I said, dreams contain whatever you get in the dream are symbols. So you have to identify what is it connected to your life. Okay, bad omen, good omen. It is you know, it is how you were interpreting that symbol. If you see God, suppose for example, see I do a sin, and I see a God in the dream. So that means what I would be thinking, that, you know, I made a mistake, I made a sin, so God has come to punish me. So I have to change myself. That is one way of looking at it. Okay. And you know, I do all good things, but, you know, somehow I have scared of something. So I see the God in the dream, that I see the God is coming and protect me. Okay, I am safe. So it is depending upon the symbols and the state of mind that you are in at that point of time, or which is you are undergoing that during your current life. It is depending upon that.
Thank you so much, sir.
See, somebody had said, you know, what is it meaning of Surajit? You have to reprint the question, because I'll answer one question and come back to you. No dreams. It is, you know, it is very, very what do you call? See, everybody dreams. Okay, the no dreams means that you are unable to recollect the dream. You have ignorant about the dream. Okay, what happens, you know, if you start ignoring the dreams, over a period of time, so you will not see the dreams are there are lots of indicators for you. So dreams are indicators for you. So if you don't get them, that means, you know, you are losing lots of clues in your life. Okay, why it has come? So what are the changes you need to be done? What, you know, so these are the things you will be missing. Yeah. Surajit, yes. Surajit, you have given the earlier question. Would you like to say?
What is your view on deja vu, sir? Then what should we do to stop having those kinds of dreams which arouse sexual pleasure in us and led us to have wet dreams?
See, that is what, you know, these wet dreams are, you know, unfulfilled desires. Okay. So, and it is also for, you know, for many people, it happens to people, you know, in the teenagers, mostly it happens to teenagers. And because, you know, they dream of, you know, they dream of sex. So what happens, you know, it is unfulfilled desire, that is why that happens. You forget about that. That is a biological thing which is happening. But it is also that, you know, you have lost some pleasures in life. Your ultimate pleasure probably will be thinking is sex is the ultimate power. So your whatever pleasures that you have lost, which is you are thinking about it. So that is the thing. What was that? See, another question you asked. See, I can take only one question at a time. If you say 2-3 questions, it's very difficult to remember and say.
Yes, sir. Final question. What is the relationship between dreams, reality, and literature?
Literature, I don't know. I have not seen in that perspective. Okay. Dream and reality, you know, what is there in reality, it comes in dreams as a symbol. But only thing you have to understand, see, God, you are getting, you know, you are in your dream, you are getting God. So can you see God? I'm not an atheist, okay, but still I have not seen God. Correct. But you know, we have defined the image of a God. Okay. So that is what I said. You know, when you asked me earlier, say I say, for example, I do a sin. Okay, I have done a sin. So so when I'm feeling guilty, when the God comes in my dream, that means the God is coming and warning me. See, you have done the sin, don't do it. Okay, so if I am scared, if I get God image in my dream, I get empowered. I feel, okay, there is somebody there to protect me. Okay, so that is the reality. So you are not going to see God. Okay, I saw God tonight in my dream. So tomorrow I am going to see God. It's not going to happen. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir, for being with us and for your patience till the end of the session and answered all the questions. And I thank you, thank management for giving us an opportunity, wonderful opportunity. And thank you once again, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Vetri ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.